Bible prophecy and the Sabbath. What's coming next? The world is racing toward a prophetic climax, and most of it is asleep, lulled into a false peace by tradition, deception, and rebellion. But the word of God, sharper than a two-edged sword, cuts through the lies. A line is being drawn, not between denominations, not between nations, but between those who obey the commandments of God and those who follow the beast. Revelation 14:12 declares, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus." And what commandment is the world trampling underfoot? Which commandment has been the object of relentless attack, twisted by false theology and buried under centuries of man-made tradition? The fourth commandment, the Sabbath, the seventh day, the Lord's holy day. Isaiah 58:13 calls it my holy day. Malachi 3:6 thunders, "I am the Lord, I change not." Yet men dare to say, God changed it, or worse, it no longer matters. Wake up. The final conflict between good and evil centers around worship. True worship versus false worship. Revelation 13 exposes a beast power that enforces worship by law. Revelation 14 warns the world with the three angels' messages, calling all to fear God, give him glory, and worship him who made heaven and earth, a direct quote from the Sabbath commandment in Exodus 20:11. Can you see the connection? This is no coincidence. It is a prophetic call back to the Sabbath, the sign of the Creator's authority. It's a call to return to the unchangeable law of God, written in stone by his own finger. Not a shadow, not a symbol, not nailed to the cross, but the eternal standard of righteousness. But Sunday worship? It stands on nothing but the authority of the Roman Catholic Church, which boldly boasts in canon law and history that it changed the day, not God, not Jesus, not his apostles. This is a fulfillment of Daniel 7:25. He shall think to change times and laws. Which law? The only commandment dealing with time, the Sabbath. This isn't just a doctrinal debate. This is a cosmic war. The Sabbath will once again be the test of loyalty in the last days. Revelation 13:16-17 warns that a mark will be enforced. Revelation 14:9-11 warns that those who receive it will drink the wine of God's wrath, and those who refuse, they will be hunted, ridiculed, persecuted, and ultimately killed. You think this is fantasy? History repeats. In the Dark Ages, millions died because they chose to obey the word of God over the traditions of men. And prophecy declares it will happen again. The Sunday law is coming, a global mandate in the name of unity, climate, morality, and peace. But behind the scenes, it will be the dragon's last deception, a counterfeit Sabbath, enforced by political and religious powers that have rejected God's authority. But God is calling his people to stand, to remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy, not as a relic of the past, but as a seal of the living God. Revelation 7:2-3. The real question is, when that moment comes, when the Sunday law is enforced, whose side will you be on? Will you follow the crowd into disobedience? Or will you dare to stand alone, even if it costs your job, your freedom, your life? Jesus said in Matthew 5:18, "Till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law." Heaven is still here. Earth still turns. The law still stands. The Sabbath still matters. What's coming next? The final showdown. The mark of the beast, a test of worship. The Sabbath will be the battleground. Choose this day whom you will serve.